Hello again and welcome back. I so appreciate your time. My name is Mike. The name of my channel is called Street Smarts, a logistical approach. Okay, if it's your first time, I very much appreciate you. Make yourself at home, come on in, be welcome, and take in some of the gist of what I have to offer. If you've been following me throughout, this is now appointment number 8, then I really appreciate you. Again, if it's your first time, welcome. If you've been following me the whole time, I appreciate you. I would like a subscription if I could. If not, you're still equally welcome. Give me a like, a thumbs up. I'm actually kind of happy about the progress. I'm getting views right now. And again, this is appointment number 8. So, well, let's get right into it. Today, our appointment is dedicated to the evil 4-syllable word confrontation. Okay? Confrontation is for the most part, it's negative, and it comes on all different levels. The way I deliver Street Smarts comes in like 2 halves, 2 major things that I delve in. All my appointments for you will be one or the other. The first half of my application, my approach, is to be proactive. It's positive. It's doing things the right way, by the rules, no shortcuts. I'm going to give you lots of doses of tough love and old school mentality. This is dedicated for the success of you and your happiness and your family's success and happiness. The other part of Street Smarts is just so necessary. It's mostly negative, but you know, I'm always trying to turn lemons into lemonade. So the other half is to protect yourself, to improve your peripheral, to improve your 360 vision, okay? To improve your awareness of your surroundings. There's much more bad in this world than good, I believe. And you know, there's much more that can happen that can derail you, your happiness, and your goals than good. You have to work hard to make good things happen in your life, and then all it takes is one stupid decision to screw it all up. So this is, you know, I'm good-hearted in the doses that I give you of reality. At the same time, you know, you know, for your goodness, for your betterment, you know, I can be, you know, a bit intense too. So today, confrontation, well, if you're like me, I avoid it at all costs. Who doesn't choose, when given the opportunity, to take the points of least resistance to avoid conflict? But it's going to happen. It's going to incur in your life, you know, almost daily. There's different levels of it. There's minor forms of confrontation, which, for example, you know, you've been charged a late fee on your credit card, and you know for a fact you paid it on the due date. Well, you know, you got to bear down. You got to get your facts together. You're going to call somebody. You're a little apprehensive. There might be some back and forth because you've got to prove your point. You know, the late fee is $25, and you don't want that to reflect, and you know, you're going to fight a little bit. You know, you're going to have a little bit of confrontation, but on a professional level. You know, the ugly confrontations that go on, well, I mean, it happens in the courtroom. You know, there's divorce. You might have you know, some kind of, you know, back and forth with somebody at work, and you know, just beleaguered day in and day out to go into a negative environment. Those kinds of confrontations, God forbid it's not worse, but it gets like that in today's day and age. So, you know, I'm talking confrontation in general. You know, I'm always giving parodies as examples. You know, if you take like a really really like very successful football team or some kind of major sport, and they win almost all the time. Well, you can rest assured if you study a team that's wins way more than they lose, well, there's certain plays and strategies that they use that they're so good at. They're so good that the opponent can guess what they're going to do and they still can't stop it. Okay? That's called a winning formula. That's called somebody's bread and butter. Okay? I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to give you the number one weapon, and it's simple. Okay? You don't have to, don't ever experiment confrontation on people. Okay? I'm not advising that at all. I'm telling you not to do that. Okay? But with something that you can't practice, you could have something simplified that's reactive in your mind, so that when you're in the arena of confrontation, you know what to do. I'm going to give you something very simple that wins confrontation every single time. Now hear me out. Sometimes during the course of something negative in your life, it's people will say, you lost the battle, but you can still win the war. You've lost the battle, but you can still win the war. Okay? That's called taking your licks. Okay? Sometimes, you have to take the moral high ground on certain things. And even though you might have lost, you've still kind of gained because, you kept your integrity. So with confrontation and like battles in life, patience always wins wars. And in the same emotional capacity, when it comes to confrontation, now here it comes. I'm going to talk about this, but this is very important. To win confrontation is to show no emotion. The secret to winning all confrontation is to show no emotion. Okay? Even if you're wrong. Okay? And if you're man enough and woman enough to do it, please, when you're wrong, admit it and just get it out of the way. Apologize and get it out of the way. Sometimes I remember when I was in customer service, I was in retail going to college, I'd watch people and I'd pick up on their secret weapons. I'd watch them how they, because there's conflict in that. Somebody's order gets screwed up, or somebody's mad, something was delivered, it was damaged, that type of thing. And the people come in and they find the salesperson and, they're doing everything except, strangling them right there in the sales floor. And blah, 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 and you did this and you promised and I'm not happy and blah, blah, blah. And the salesperson's like, okay, yep, I don't blame you. I understand. All I can do is let you yell at me. Okay. And then it calms down. And then there's less trauma on the person that keeps monotone, that exhibits no emotion. Okay? You're going to wear your opponent out if you do that. The same with a general altercation, confrontation. If somebody comes to you out of the blue, just keep it in your mind as a tool, as a resource. If I'm involved in confrontation, I'm going to show no emotion. No emotion always wins. It always prevails. For example, somebody comes to you, and especially if you're not guilty of it, okay? Am I right? First thing you want to do is are you kidding me? Don't you get out of my face. I'm not being accused. I didn't do that. Are you calling me a liar? That type of thing. Number one, the person that's accusatory, someone that comes up and tries to push you off your square, get you to be emotional, they expect you to be as upset as them. They're coming at you. They're assaulting you verbally. They are emotional. The best, and then sometimes there's an audience. Okay, so you got people watching. You're fearful that you're going to be embarrassed in that moment. Above all, just look at them, look away. Look at them, look away, eye contact periodically, back and forth, okay, and no emotion. It's going to derail their whole incentive of accosting you by showing no emotion. They fully expect you. What they're looking for is your agitation, okay? Is that right? No? Let me know when I can respond. Nope, you're wrong. Nope. And keep like that, okay? Stay non-emotional. No emotion. No emotion wins all confrontation. Point blank. You know, they can get louder and louder, and then if there's other people involved, there's witnesses and stuff. I mean, they're the ones that's making a fool of themselves. And you, by exhibiting no emotion, and it's hard to do. It's hard to do, okay? But you will outlast your opponent. You will wear them down by exhibiting no emotion, okay? And you can't be no emotion and then get upset and then go back to no emotion. You have to stay no emotion from the beginning of the accusatory behavior to the point where they're just out of breath, and then they just move on, okay? So, you can answer short answers. The eye contact, look away, the eye contact, the look away, the eye contact, the look away, the nodding of the head, that type of thing. And you're not giving in. You're not letting them win, okay? You're certainly not, especially if you're in the right, you're not tapping out. But if you keep on with the whole non-emotional thing, it throws them completely off. It throws them completely off. So there it is. There it is. Confrontation is something that happens. It's popular, unfortunately, okay? It happens a lot. And that is exactly how you embrace confrontation, showing no emotion, okay? So anyways, I very much appreciate your time. That concludes this being appointment number 8. And it's been a phenomenal, appointments leading up to this time that we're here together. Next week, rest assured, there will be another appointment, and I fully expect you to be there. Please like, subscribe, a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. Take care and have a wonderful day.